Hi, everybody. All right, so for our final video of the school year, we're going to focus on the remaining domain or topic within AVMR 1, which is number, words, and numerals.
So number, words, and numerals includes the development of three main things. The forward number word sequence, which includes knowing that number right after a given number. The backward number word sequence, which includes the number right before a given number, and numeral identification. The development of these three topics is laid out pretty clearly in your manual. Each of them has a progression of 5 levels. Both a forward number word sequence and backward number word sequence involve our students' ability to count verbally, or what we might think of as rote counting. It doesn't involve quantitative counting, which is counting a collection of things or group of objects. And just keep in mind with AVMR the emphasis on how important it is that our students are able to count backwards in order to support their work and understanding of subtraction. For those of you who teach in the upper grades and more of your work revolves around multiplication and division, as you watch some of these instructional activities that involve the counting sequences, think about how you could apply very similar activities to skip counting or supporting your students in learning their multiples.
All right, we have Lucy back with us today.
Hello, teachers.
And we're going to be working on some backwards counting, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So to get us started, do you have a joke for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why was 10 afraid of 9?
Why was 10 afraid of 9? I don't know. Why?
Because 9 ate 7.
Ah.
I began with a quick assessment of Lucy's backwards counting. As you watch this clip, think to yourself, with what does she show good understanding, and with what does she need more support?
All right, Lucy. So I want you to start at 84 and count back until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. So 84.
Okay. 83. 80. Hang on. 82. 81. 70.
70. Okay.
71. No. 79. 78. 77. 76. 70. Hang on, what was I at?
You were at 76.
75, 74, 73, 72, 71, 60, 69, 68.
Good. We'll stop there. Thank you.
There are some tools that are helpful for supporting the development of number, words, and numerals. I'll go over more about this 0 to 99 chart in a moment. In your AVMR 1 kit, you should have received this large deck of cards with numerals from 0 to 100. These next two items unfortunately did not come with our AVMR 1 kit, but they are referenced within the purple book and the teaching materials. This right here is called a numeral track, and this item here on the right is a numeral roll. If you're interested in looking into purchasing these, they are available within the Math Recovery online store, and I've included links to them right here within our AVMR spreadsheet. A 100 chart or 120 chart can be a helpful teaching tool. However, it has its limitations, especially when trying to support our students' development of that forward and backward counting sequence. So go ahead and take a moment, look at this chart, and have a discussion with someone near you about why this is limiting and what a better option might be. Go ahead and turn and talk, please. All right, thank you. Please wrap up your conversations. So we're going to take a look instead at a similar chart that goes from 0 to 99. The big difference is when you compare a row here, a traditional hundreds chart starts at, like this row starts at 31 and ends at 40. Where on a 0 to 99 chart, the whole decade from 30 to 39, that whole decade or number family is included, which is really helpful for our students to see that whole pattern of counting. This chart also includes the number 0. 0 is kind of a tricky thing to conceptualize for our students, and it's not something we usually say when we're counting, but it is important in seeing that pattern of counting. One more thing I would change about this, if I could, both these charts, is the direction of the numbers. So ideally, it should be reversed. If you think about numbers as things grow, as we build things or make a chart or a graph, numbers go up, right? Which is a little confusing the way a hundreds chart is structured now. I've run into some issues with this when trying to support my students in adding 10 or taking away 10. So just some thoughts. I have included some links to these charts and some more information about that in that spreadsheet that was shared.
80s.
Nice. Okay. So I took this chart and I cut it up. All right. And I'm gonna start with this one here. What number family is that?
90.
The 90s. Cool. So if I wanted to know the number family that came before, what do you think? What number family do you think comes before the 90s?
Well, I know a strategy.
Oh, go for it.
Like, you could, like, count, and then, so, like, you could count, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on.
Uh-huh.
Or you could count backwards.
Okay.
So 10, 9, and then 8. So I think it's 80.
Ah, okay. Let's see if we can find that in here. Maybe you'll see it before I do.
Right here.
Nice.
It's a race.
It's a race. Oh, it's competition with you, isn't it? Okay. Look good?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to take and put this one right here. Okay. I want you to, let's start at 92 and let's count back.
Okay.
92.
91, 90, 89, 88, 87, 86, 85,
Keep going.
84, 83, 82, 81, 80.
Okay. Thank you. What numbers family do you think is going to come before the 80s? It's going to come up here.
I think it's going to be 7. Because before 8 comes 7.
Before 8 comes 7. So before 80 comes
70.
All right. Can you see it?
Top.
Right.
And then we put it together.
Okay. All right. So this is what I had you do for counting. I'm going to connect them.
Okay.
Now, when I heard you count, I think you said 84, 83, 82, 81. And you stopped a little bit and you said 70, which was really smart thinking because you were thinking about the number family or the decade that came before. What do you notice though? What comes right before 81?
80.
Yeah. And what comes before that?
79.
70. And remember that 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Right?
So,
Nice.
so this would be 0 if this was a ones.
Yeah. Exactly. That's
Because like this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. Yeah. So like 0 is right here. 1 is right here.
Wow.
2
Okay,
is
ready?
right.
So I have this kind of cool thing. This is called a numeral roll. Okay. And it's the same idea like this.
Except
And
it's
it
like
goes-
straight.
It's straight, exactly, and it's all attached. Okay, one side has all these numbers, and it starts at 1 and goes all the way past 100 to 100. Okay,
That's a bunch.
that is a bunch. You're right. Okay, ready? So, what number, family, or decade do you see here? Starts right there.
80.
Okay, so this is the 80s family. Okay, what do you think is coming right behind it? The
70.
70s? Okay, I think we'll find out. Here we go. All right, let's start. I'm not going to have you count the whole thing. Let's start at 85 this time. Okay, ready? 85.
84. 83. 82. 81. 90.
What do you think is going to come right there? You told me the 70s, right?
79.
Okay, I'm going to pull it. Let's see. Ta-da! Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep counting. Okay, ready? 79.
78.
Keep going.
77. 76. 75. 74. 73. 72. 71.
Okay.
I was correct.
We're not quite done yet.
70.
70 starts our decade, right?
Yeah, because like the tens numbers always start at the beginning, like just like 0.
Just like 0. Love
And
that
then-
connection.
And then
right?
like
Okay, we are practicing our backwards counting, right? So we're going to do something. This is an activity called disappearing numbers. Whoa. Okay. So we're going to start here and count backwards. And then I'm going to make some numbers disappear. Okay, ready?
okay,
Okay, start here. Go ahead.
94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 89, 88, 87.
Okay, close your eyes. Open them up. Go ahead.
94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 89, 88, 87.
Okay, close them.
I'm not
Okay.
okay.
Ready? Open them. This time you point. Okay.
94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 89, 88, 87.
Can I check that one?
Yes.
You good about that?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, ready? Close your eyes.
Open them.
Open them.
Ugh.
Go ahead.
94, okay, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90, 90, 87.
Next, let's try from here.
I don't even know which one you flipped over.
Yeah, well, you're still using them in the same numbers, right? Obviously. Here we go. 90. What's right here again?
89, 87, 88,
So 90, 89. Same with me. 90,
90,
89.
88, 87.
Nicely done. Okay, one last one. Close them. All right, go ahead. Point.
94, 93, 92, 91, 89. Hang on. What was I? What was this one?
91.
90, 80, 89, 88, 87.
Wow.
It's getting trickier
It's
because,
getting trickier, isn't it?
because more and more disappeared.
All right, we're going to do.
All right, I'm running low on time here. So there's one last activity I did with Lucy. I linked it into our AVMR spreadsheet, activity spreadsheet, so you can watch it if you want to. Basically, it involves mixing up 10 numbers and putting them in order. And I like to have students count as they go. So here I have her doing the backwards sequence. I set out 94 to get her started. This idea kind of came from two places. The game Treasure Hunt, which is fantastic. You'll see that afterwards with some videos that Kristen Emery put together. And also there's a game played in Kindergarten Bridges where students put together 1 through 10. So that is linked there. And again, be sure to check out those treasure hunt videos afterwards. And you see this poster here. This is something I made because I'm just a little extra sometimes. But also it really helps to help keep all these cards organized. So I put a link to that also in that document. And you can order a beautiful poster from our wonderful central copy if you find that useful. So it's important to remember that along with that forward and backward counting sequence, we also need our students to be able to identify the number directly before and after a given number. So if I had more time, I would show you some video examples of that. But this is a picture here of a tool I really like to use. It's the numeral track. And basically it's a flip book for numbers. And it's great because you can open and close it as needed. And students can also do the same thing to check their thinking as they go. So this image here is just me working with a student within the teen numbers, the tricky teens, which are like the bane of my existence sometimes. And we are working on her backwards counting in that range, along with thinking about the number before. All right, our final topic for today is numeral recognition. That is, we want our students to be able to correctly identify numbers and to correctly name numbers. There's so many different activities you can do with this. I'm just going to share a few of my favorites that I have found to be really effective in helping students, especially with what tend to be trickier numbers for students. So you can see here, this is just something I call see, say, sort. So you take blank decks of cards. I know we received some in our kits. And I wrote out numbers that are commonly confused and kind of predictable. So oftentimes students will, you see here, 6 and 9 are confusing. Teens and decaples are often confused or mispronounced. And yeah, here I have a student who struggles with 11, 12, 20, and 21. So we've been working on various combinations of those. You can take these same cards and you can play number battle, which is like old school card game of war. I don't think I need to explain that, but the nice part is they are still saying their numbers as they go and also doing some comparing as well. They really enjoy this. Lastly, I don't know, I called this number find. So I take that deck of 100 cards, I pull out a number range that I want my student working within, and we practice saying those numbers left to right, unless they're teen numbers, the bane of my existence. So anyways, we just flip a card, say it, find it on the board, and be the first to try to get 3 in a row or 4 in a row, or however you want to play. So hopefully those ideas are helpful, and yeah, thanks for listening. All right, some final thoughts as we wrap up our AVMR 1 learning together this year. First of all, math doesn't have to be hard. To quote Pam Harris, it's figure-outable. Secondly, math should be fun. We should do whatever in our power to make math learning fun for our students. Thirdly, everyone is a math person. I'm sorry if some of you haven't always felt that way. I hope we can do whatever we can to make sure our students know they are math people too. Finally, you have the power, skills, and influence to make your students feel confident as mathematicians. We can support our students so that they feel less like this and more like this.
Ta-da! Nice. Okay.
I have a big math brain.
Thanks for following along with me today. As always, feel free to reach out if you have any questions or concerns.